Hey guys, I am back with another video. Today we are going to take a look at a YouTube video by a YouTuber that goes by the name Roberto Blake. I'm gonna just kind of play his video, or I have a edited video of his that I edited and just kind of edited down to just a few of his talking points from a pretty long video. Just for time's sake, edited down to what I found to be the most valuable takeaways from that video. And then I'm just gonna share that with you guys. Maybe some of you are trying to create your own YouTube channels, or maybe some of you have your own YouTube channels and just kind of want a little bit of help in growing or anything like that. I know that's where I am right now, so I figured I would share what I'm learning with you guys. So here we go.
What if I told you one of the biggest content creators of all time, Mr. Beast, was a small YouTuber just 5 years ago with 8,000 subscribers? What if I told you even before that, Mr. Beast had to make 100 videos to get less than his first 1,000 subscribers? He actually didn't even get 800 subscribers from his first 100 videos here on YouTube. And that was actually his second attempt at becoming a YouTuber. Today, I'm gonna talk about how you can get your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube a little bit faster, especially if you're feeling stuck as a small YouTuber and you're on the verge of giving up. And spoiler, this is not gonna be like the other YouTube tips videos. This is gonna have content that you've actually never seen or heard before, because I'm gonna tell you a couple of things that I think you really need to know if you want your first 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna break down how many views it actually takes to get your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and why you need to use the 1% rule, something you've probably never even heard of. I'm gonna tell you how you can script and structure your videos in order to get more of your viewers to convert into being subscribers in the first place. And because I know some of you want to monetize your YouTube channel, maybe you want to invest in some better camera gear so you can make better videos, or maybe you just need some extra cash, I'm going to tell you how to get the 4,000 hours of watch time that you need in order to monetize your YouTube channel and activate YouTube AdSense and get your first YouTube paycheck. And then I think we'll end the video with telling you exactly why most YouTubers never grow, why they're stuck, and why they aren't getting any more subscribers. Let's jump into the video. The most important part of YouTube always remains true. You have to create value for your viewers. You have to be able to resonate with them. You have to relate to them. You have to be approachable. You have to make quality content, which doesn't always require the fanciest camera gear in the world. They are gonna subscribe partly because of your personality, but also because of the performance, the delivery, and the care that they see that you're putting into the production and editing of your content. If you make a good experience for viewers, and if you are talking about things that they also care about, if you're trying to build a real community, you're gonna be able to grow as a YouTuber.
That's something that I try to do with you guys all the time. I'm constantly trying to find content that you guys like to see and find content that other people like to see. I'm not only trying to cater to what you guys like, but also trying to cater to what I like to make. So kind of trying to balance the line between those two things, I think, is really important, because if you're constantly only trying to chase what is going to get views and constantly only trying to chase what people want to see, you're going to burn out and you're going to hate making YouTube videos, and it's going to start to feel like a job. Whereas if you kind of find that balance, you're going to have some videos that you make where it's like, okay, this is primarily because it will be something that drives in views and something that my audience will like to see, but it has at least some aspect of something that I really like. For example, my unboxing video that I'm gonna be putting up, hopefully when my PlayStation gets here on Monday, that is a video that I think might drive a couple views, might not, just because the timing of it, it has been over a month. By the time I get it, over a month and like a week. Since the PlayStation did come out, so I'm not expecting it to drive a bunch of views, but it's still something that people are very interested in and very hyped over, so I expect it to drive at least some views my way from Facebook and stuff like that. I think it will be very clickable. But it's also something that I'm expecting to drive a couple views my way, but it's also something that I love. Like, would I rather just tear into it, not care about like the presentation of opening the box or anything like that, just tear into it, plug it in, and get going? Yes, absolutely I would. That video is gonna be something that I expect to drive in some views, but it's also gonna be something that coincides with something that I really enjoy, which is gaming, and something that I really want to see. Yeah, let's move on to his tip number 2, and which is him talking about the 1% rule. So let's jump into that, and then I'll talk to you guys after that.
How many views you need to get 1,000 subscribers. Now, I came up with some very interesting math in auditing YouTube channels, big and small, over the years, and I came up with an interesting conclusion that makes total sense to me as somebody from the business world. For those of you who don't know, I'm a creative entrepreneur. I run a lot of online business ventures, and the funny thing is, in sales and marketing, we usually see a 1 to 2% conversion rate. If we have a bunch of traffic, the odds are that of all the people who came to a website, of all the people who got shown an ad, 1 to 2% of them act on it. And me, I like to just assume the worst, so we're gonna go with 1%. 1% of all the people will do what we want them to do. And if what that is for you is you want them to subscribe to your YouTube channel, then the odds are for every 100 views, you'd get 1 subscriber. For every 1,000 views, you'd get 10 subscribers. For every 10,000 views, you would get 100 subscribers. And if you want 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel, it's probably gonna mean that you need to get 100,000 lifetime channel views in order to hit that threshold, assuming that 1% of the people who see your content decide that they want to see more of it, decide that they actually like your personality, or they like the way you present information, or they were entertained by the delivery, the performance, the way you edited, your sense of humor, whatever it is. You got to assume that 1% of the people who come in the door are gonna decide to stay and join the club.
So there we heard him talking about that 1%, and I really like how he left it off. Basically just talking about how you have to assume that 1% of the people who are coming in to watch your videos are gonna stay and subscribe and join the little community that you're creating. That is kind of a scary number, especially I'm sure to like smaller YouTubers like myself who only have about like 200 subscribers right now. Knowing that you need thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of views just to get 1,000 subscribers is a little intimidating, but it's also reassuring in some way, because it shows me that I'm kind of ahead of the curve in a little bit of a way, because I definitely am not up to thousands of views, but I have gotten 200 subscribers, and I don't think I'm at 2,000 views yet, so that's pretty good. At least like 2,000 views in terms of the views that I have on the videos that I've created for this 1 year, like Unis Honest inspired journey that I'm on. But yeah, I just thought that that was a very interesting kind of stat to share with you guys. Definitely not one that I've heard tossed around a lot, and just wanted to kind of give it to you guys so that you can maybe take some advice from him and try and get more views to get more subscribers.
Get more views on YouTube, and I've done other videos about that. Like I said, you need to obviously have good titles and good thumbnails. I think that's obvious to a lot of people, because if we don't see you put effort into that, we don't know that relates to us and what we care about, but we also are gonna make an assumption on the thumbnail, especially the thumbnail, that the quality you put into the thumbnail reflects the quality that we can expect from the video and whether it's gonna waste our time or not. The title is gonna say what we are interested in, and it's gonna tell us whether we're wasting our time or not. And then you also have to pick a topic. If you pick a topic that nobody is interested in, that nobody cares about, or doesn't have a broad enough audience, then you're not gonna get the traffic that you're looking for, and therefore you're not gonna get the attention that you're looking for. It's obvious that there are some things that have more attention than others, but you also have to be realistic about where you might be competitive when it comes to that attention. That comes down to choosing the right.
So what I will say there, is just, while I think it might be important to choose a niche, I'm sure you guys can tell that I have not chosen a specific one niche, but I have tried to limit the type of videos that I make to fit in a couple categories. So the first category that I'm trying to kind of fit into is kind of like lifestyle, like everyday vlog type of category. The second one is YouTube growth and education. I love, absolutely love education, and now that I'm out of college, makes me miss it even more. So that's kind of where that comes from. And then another aspect that I'm bringing into my YouTube channel is gaming. And these aspects are aspects of my life that I love and things that I enjoy. So they're things that I kind of wanted to center my creativity around. Another thing that I am interested in centering some of my creativity around is definitely things like movies and reviewing them and stuff like that. That's why I kind of left some days open-ended with the review type of videos and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of where my channel is right now. But I feel like creating every day, I think I have a little bit of more leeway with picking a niche, just because if I only have one type of video that people love, they know I'm gonna be creating that type of video every single week for the next year. So yeah, so then that gives them reason to subscribe. All right, next tip.
3, topic, title, thumbnail. Probably what you would say are the big 3. But then there are 2 other important things: timing and targeting. Timing is everything, whether it's the best time to upload your video because your audience is actually awake, or timing because you are using first mover advantage. Everyone knows that being early to YouTube, being early to a trend, or being the first one to get out a video on breaking news, or doing it in the first day, that timing all matters. It can be the difference between a video going viral or a video being stagnant, okay? So we all know that timing is important, but I don't think you know how important timing is, and that timing has literally made some of your favorite YouTubers. And the last one's a little bit harder.
Yeah, so timing, kind of like I was saying with the PlayStation thing, I don't expect it to bring in a bunch of views just because I got a PlayStation 5. At this point, there are thousands and thousands of people who have PlayStation 5s. But if I were to have gotten one the first day it came out on November 12th and unboxed it, then I would have expected that to bring in a lot of views. Or if I somehow got my hands on like a dev kit that they had given out to like very prominent YouTubers to kind of review a game before the PS5 official launch, maybe like on November 10th or something like that, and I had it to show it off, then I would expect to get a massive amount of views. Not there yet though, so I don't expect a bunch of views from opening a PlayStation, unboxing it right now, just because there are already a bunch of videos of people doing it.
This is targeting. It's picking
Final
the right
tip.
targets. And the last one's a little bit harder. This is targeting. It's picking the right target audience. And frankly, it comes down to figuring out who you want to attract. And the easiest thing I say, even though I know it sounds boring as hell, it's probably something your parents told you, is you have to really be yourself, but you have to know yourself. And then I would say make content for people like you. Make something that you would want to watch. Become the content creator you would want to watch. Ultimately, when I talked to MKBHD, Marquez Brownlee, one of the biggest creators on this platform, he's been here over a decade, made over 1,000 videos, has over 15 million subscribers now. Marquez told me that he created the YouTuber that he wanted to watch. And I thought that was one of those powerful things I think I've ever heard before. So I think that that's really good advice for the rest of you. If you want to get more viewers and if you want those viewers to become subscribers, make valuable content that they would care about. Make the content that you yourself would want to watch. Let's talk about structuring and scripting your videos. Guess what, guys? I don't use scripts. I improv everything, and it's hard as hell. I would probably make better content if I used scripts, except for I think my delivery would suck because I'm bad at memorizing things. I'm horrible at memorizing things. I'm horrible at reading scripts. When I do courses, the teleprompter is my sworn mortal enemy. I hate it. It's necessary for those things, it's necessary for tutorials, and I hate it. But what I do is I cheat. I use bullet points in my phone and I literally reference them in between my takes and my water breaks when I'm filming this video in one shot. So there you go. That's my cheat code. I just use my phone. Hacks on hacks on hacks. But seriously, I outline my content so that there's some structure and there's some sanity to it, and so I don't just end up rambling, and so that I can make sure that I'm hitting all of my important talking points. Sometimes I'll even remind myself to make these stupid jokes. But since this is an education channel, I have to also make it edutainment. I have to make it at least somewhat entertaining, and I do that with my authentic personality. And since I know that I can't read scripts, I know that I have to use bullet points and I have to use structure. And I use that to create a better flow for my videos. I use it to show off my personality. And so I think that you really have to have a clear beginning, middle, and end for your videos, and you have to know what points you want to hit, and you have to be able to showcase that personality. You have to deliver value for people, and you need that if you're going to keep them watching long enough in order to make up their mind and decide that they want to subscribe. It's also going to help you when it comes to the watch time you need.
All right, so that's it for his video, or that's all that I'm going to reference from his video. I think that's a great video. I'm definitely going to link it in the description below. If you guys want to take some time out of your day and go ahead and watch it for yourselves, I would recommend you do that, because obviously what I found most helpful is not going to be the same as what you might have found most helpful. But I will say I think I did a pretty good job at getting all of the big things that he talked about and hit in his video. But definitely go ahead, show him some love. I don't have that much of a following, but go ahead and show him some love, and subscribe if you are looking to get more tips and tricks on how to grow a channel and also how to just grow online businesses in general. On his last point, I will just say something I find very hard is kind of the flow of my videos, trying to stay focused when I don't have it mapped out exactly how I want to do it. I just kind of have a video idea, have a topic, know what I generally am going to go in and do, and then I turn my camera on and go. So a lot of times I ramble, which I'm definitely gonna cut down on, and I'm gonna definitely cut down on the ums and uhs and all of that kind of stuff, and I will get better at presenting myself and presenting information to you in a clear and concise way, but that is gonna definitely take some time. Something that he has the luxury of doing that I do not is he actually takes bullet points on his phone, and he can just reference those while he is editing or doing the video. I cannot do that because I am recording on my phone, as you guys know, but I think what I am going to start doing is kind of jotting down just really quick, some bullet points of where I want the video to go, what are some things that I want to touch on, and just kind of have that as a little notepad next to me or something during a video. I think it's going to help my videos be stronger on their own, and also to help you guys follow along a little bit better and be more concise. So I really want to cut down on some of my video length time, so I think that's going to also help with that. But that's going to be it for this video. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, if you found it educational, if you found anything helpful, definitely go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. If you found it very helpful and you would like to share it with some friends or some family members or anybody who you think is going to or might be interested in creating a YouTube channel, I would highly encourage you to do that. I'm definitely going to be putting out a ton of these kind of videos where I kind of give a fresh YouTuber's eyes to some of these things that bigger YouTubers are saying, and kind of giving my experience with implementing what they are saying to do. So I will let you know how this works out. I'm gonna try and implement more of what he said in my videos for the next week, and then I'll let you know how it worked out next week. All right, love you guys. Peace out. Bye.